I've never heard a Somali in my life say Tuugaa without sort of Tuugaa. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Look who's back. And a very warm welcome back to you guys to the Sam of Somalia channel. So I want to start a new series on this channel, inshallah. Maybe I haven't created content for this channel for over a year, although I have started doing Somali language stuff on TikTok and Instagram as well, so please go and check that out. But what I'd like to do to kind of ease us back in to creating more Somali language education videos here on this channel is to do a new really simple series every single Monday, just called Macawiis Mondays. So that's what we'll do every single Monday. I'll put on a Macawiis, brothers grab your Macawiises, sisters go and get your Barti, and we'll sit down and we'll learn some Somali together. Videos, generally we'll keep them fairly short, but we'll just learn a little bit of Somali every single Monday. So this is episode 1, so let's get into it. I've previously done a video on Somali language not actually having a word for please, and that's a mistake, really. I don't really know why I said it. I think I parroted it from another book that I'd read that said Somali doesn't really have a word for please. And perhaps that comes from the idea that a really common word for please, Fadlan in Somali, is kind of one that's shared with Arabic, so maybe it's not considered, which is ridiculous, really. I don't really know why that would be a reason for thinking that there's not a word for please in Somali. But Fadlan is a very common word. Fadlan is the one that we use all the time, really, and you usually put it at the beginning of sentences. So, you know, like you go into the Macawiis Somali, the Somali restaurant, you could say, Fadlan labo hanid iyo saddah baris. You know, you go in and say, I want Fadlan, saddah baris iyo labo hanid. That's my usual order. Okay, so yeah, so you say Fadlan generally at the beginning of sentences. And an outro that I say in my video sometimes in Somali is Ad bad ugu mahadsantihin dawashadina Fadlan like share iyo subscribe daha. Or I'm saying Fadlan like share iyo subscribe daha. Please like, share and subscribe. So Fadlan is the first word you need to know for saying please in Somali. The second word, which you should be aware of, is actually more of an expression, right? And it comes with some hand movements that you need to know as well. So I really don't know all of the Somali in this. I'm hoping that you guys can kind of help me out a little bit. But sometimes Somalis will kind of come to you, Tuugaa. They say Tuugaa. They kind of grab your chin, Tuugaa, like that. And it has to come with this. I've never heard a Somali in my life say Tuugaa without sort of Tuugaa like this. So they kind of grab your chin. That's like, you know, that's a way of saying sort of please in Somali. If you want someone to do something, oh please, Tuugaa. So the waan, I suppose, is me. The ku, I suppose, is you. Waan, ku, Tuugaa. I mean, I know some verbs that are similar to that. Like there's a verb taago in Somali, which just means to shoot something. Wahad Caawin Kartaa. You know, something like that. Like I can shoot Wahad Caawin Kartaa. I can shoot it, right? Specifically at a target. And I think that verb taago can actually mean to like to be shot at as well. But I don't really know. I think there's a noun with it as well, taagan, which means to like be shot by a firing squad. Like it's but I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Then the only other verb that I know that has a kind of a similar sound is the verb tuko, which means to pray, right? But I don't think that has anything to do with it either. So if you know what on earth we're saying when we're saying Tuugaa, this Tuugaa bit at the end, please put it in the comment section below because I'd love to know. The third way of saying please that I'm going to share in this video, there are others, but we're going to do 3 in this particular video. It's not really a way of saying please, it's more a way of just kind of softening the way that you ask for something. So Somali has imperatives, and they're used all the time in Somali, and they're not rude, right? Saying to someone, an, eat, or saying ab to someone, or al-bab ka fur, you know, open the door, or al-bab ka her, fur, ab, on. They're not rude, really. It's different in English. Like in the English language, especially us Brits, we're a bit sensitive to people just telling us to do things, right? Like in Somali, they're not really rude, but it does feel awkward using them like with people who you should be showing respect to. I don't think I've heard Somalis like use imperatives towards people who are older or aunties or uncles and stuff. I've not heard that. But something that you can do instead is use the infinitive of the verb with kartaa. So you know, so rather than saying al-bab ka fur, you might say al-bab ka mafuri kartaa. Can you open the door? Rather than saying open the door. This verb kara is a way of saying can you do something. It just makes it a bit softer. So rather than saying al-bab ka fur, open the door, you're saying al-bab ka mafuri kartaa. Can you open the door? That's just a much better way of making it kind of softer. And that can be used with any verbs throughout all of Somali. So I hope you've enjoyed this very brief little introduction to our new series, Macawiis Mondays. I will be here every single Monday, creating a new video for you guys just about helping you learn the Somali language, helping me build my Somali language as well. But until the next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Iyo nabad geliyo.